OMG. Today I am going to do book reading. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. So each book I read will be in chapters, I'm guessing, right? Is there any chapters? I'm just looking for chapters now. Okay, that's one chapter. Okay, that's okay. Okay, one chapter is 5 pages. So each day I'm going to read 10 pages. Okay, first I'll read the back of the book. An unexpected inheritance gives Greg Heffley's family a chance to make big changes to their house. But they soon find that home improvement isn't all it's cracked up to be. Once the walls came down, all sorts of problems started to crop up. Rotten wood, toxic mold, unwelcome critters, and something sinister all make Greg and his family wonder if the renovations are worth the trouble. When the dust finally settles, will the Heffleys even be able to stay, or will they need to get out of town? Okay, that sounds interesting. I've read this book, but I'm really excited to read it to you guys. Okay, let's start. Sunday, March. I've read that in ancient times they used to bury... Okay, I'll show you the book. I've read that in ancient times they used to bury kings and pharaohs with all their possessions. Back then, I guess they thought you could take your things with you into the afterlife. That sounds cool. Well, if I get buried with all my junk, I might really regret it later on. Mom's making me do some spring cleaning to get rid of the things I don't need. Well, that seems like a good idea until I realized just how much stuff I actually got. I spent the whole morning going through my closet, and it's crazy how much was packed in there. And it's not like it was organized or anything. I've basically been throwing things in my closet ever since we've first moved in. Digging through my closet was like going through my childhood, and the farther back I went, the further back in time it took me. The stuff near the front of the closet was all junk I tossed in there over the past year, like homework assignments and comic books. But after I got those things out of the way, I started finding stuff I forgot about. I found a model rocket I got for my 10th birthday and a costume I wore for Halloween a few years ago. And there was a bunch of other things I didn't even know I still had. Guys, we're on page 3. Now we are going to go to page 4. Okay, you guys can read the book yourself and just mute the video if you want. Well, I have much more time enjoying it myself if I'm reading it. When I dug a little deeper, I found something I thought I lost years ago. It was a binder full of stickers I collected in the 3rd grade. I used to be obsessed with stickers, especially the scratch and sniff kind. I collected all the good smells like bubblegum, cotton candy, and that sort of thing. But I had all the really, really gross stuff too. Gross ones too. Sorry, I don't read that good. So when a kid on my street wants to know what giraffe poop or rotten meatloaf smells like, they'd come to me. One of these days, I'm going to write my own autobiography, and it's going to include scratch and sniff stickers to mark all the different moments in my life. Okay, we are on page 6. I kept digging through my closet and found stuff from kindergarten, like a fish I made by tracing my hand on a piece of paper, of construction paper. I used to love doing arts and crafts back then. And if anyone ever tried to bully me about it, they'd get a face full of glitter. Another project I found in my closet was a gift I made for my mom when I was in preschool, but never gave it to her. It was a paper flower with a picture of my face in the middle, glued to a popsicle stick. When I made the thing, I put it in a little clay pot filled with dirt, but I tripped on the front step when I got home from school that day, and that's why I never gave it to her. Okay, I was glad when I finally reached to the end of my closet, but to be honest, I was a little disappointed too. When I was younger, I read in this book about these kids who could visit a whole different world by going through their closet. And I always wondered if I might be able to do the same thing with mine. But I thought that whoever lived on the other side might not be too happy with me for tossing all my junk in there over the past years. Okay. The 9th page, almost there. One more page. When I told Mom I was done emptying my closet today, she said I needed to put everything into 3 piles. One to keep, one to donate, and one to throw away. But I figured if I had to let go of any of my junk, I might as well make some money of it. So I decided to have a yard sale. This is going to be the interesting part. Well, this is the last page, and when I read it, it'll be the end of the video. Okay, all the ideas in the magazines were corny and old-fashioned, though. Wait, did I skip a page, or did I not read anything? Oh, okay, yes, I didn't read anything. Mom thought that was a great idea, so she gave me a magazine that had all sorts of tips for how to do it right. All the ideas in the magazines were corny and old-fashioned, though. There was one section on how to create a sign to get people to come to your yard sale. And all the examples they showed were boring. I knew that if I wanted people to come actually show up at my yard sale, I needed to do something, something a little more eye-catching. So I whipped up a sign I knew would do the trick. Okay, we're not going to read the other page. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this book. It's a really good book. There's actually a lot of books in this series. I could tell you all of them. There's Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's the first. Roderick Rules, second. The Last Straw, third. Dog Days, fourth. The Ugly Truth, 5. Cabin Fever, 6. The Third Wheel, 7. Hard Luck, 8. The Long Haul, 9. Old School, 10. Double Down, 11. The Getaway is 12. 13, The Meltdown, and 14, Breaking Ball. And we are reading the 14th. I don't have any copies of the first or before Wrecking Ball. So, yes. And this is by Jeff Kinney. And I read it at school, too. And it's a really good book. You should read it, too. Or you could just look at my book reading thing. Like, look at every video I ever make. And you could try yourself. Yeah, that's all. So, bye. Hope you liked this video. If you did, smash that like button. And I'll see you all next time. Good. Bye.